says, it's kind of like a paradox. Get it? Paradox? Oh, hi. How you doing there? Kind of creepy how you were just staring at me like that for a while. You know, I've been thinking about something recently, and I just asked the question, what am I doing? What I mean by that is, what are we doing? I believe there's a question that humanity has been too lazy to answer, and it's one of most critical importance. It's a common position within the intellectual community to relegate philosophy or the field of metaphysics to the role of a sophomoric endeavor, or at best, an arbitrary scholarly operation in vanity. This may be the biggest mistake humanity has ever made. What do I mean by that? Well, philosophy asks the most important questions. Time and time again, they receive no consensus, not because the questions are impossible to answer, as many scholars may try to get you to believe, but because people are simply lazy and grow tired of grappling with the great conundrum. Now, the most important question humanity could ever hope to answer seems oversimplified maybe, perhaps, yet it's more important now than it's ever been, and that question is this: what is the purpose of our existence on planet Earth? Certainly there have been a great number of folks who have been able to determine what their personal purpose is, or, their individual purpose in life. And this is a quantum leap forward toward personal empowerment. However, for the approximately 200,000 or so years humans have been in existence, we've been sorely inadequate in determining the much more imperative quandary of what are the humans' role in the universe as a whole, as a species. The reason this question is vitally urgent now more than ever is because when a person steps back to look at the entirety of humanity from the beginning until present, our behavior as a whole is much closer to bacteria or virus or even a malignant cancer than any mammal in existence, including our closest relatives, the ape. In other words, human beings are the most voracious consumers ever known to have existed on Earth. And relatively speaking, humans multiply at an exponential rate faster than any other living organism known in the universe. This is again relative to our lifespan, in relation to the rest of the universe. To me, this feels like the equivalent of a pair of ants walking into a Costco at 11:58 a.m., multiplying to 7 billion by 11:59, and by noon having devoured every last morsel of food within the Costco warehouse. It's just baffling to think that this subatomic sliver of time, humans have managed to chomp through enough natural resources to become an alarming threat to the planet's ecosystem and life as we know it. It appears I'm not alone with this sort of supposition. Joe Rogan, a very iconoclastic, if not paradoxical public figure, whom I admire greatly, is a guy who's not only an incredible athlete, comedian, broadcaster, but also a metaphysicist of the highest order. Let's take a look at this. This is my old friend Joe Rogan weighing in on the subject. Take it away, Joe.
All right, this is what I think about people, and this is where it's going to get really weird. I think human beings are just a very complicated form of bacteria. I think if you looked at the Earth as a living organism, and who's to say that it's not some sort of a superorganism? It's certainly a host for life, and we're considered a living organism, but really we're a host for life. There's more E. coli living inside our gut than there have ever been people ever. There's bacteria that's constantly around you, and your body's fighting off that bacteria until your body grows old and dies. And then it doesn't fight it anymore, and that bacteria just eats your body. That's what it does. I mean, that's what it's there for. Okay, well, if you looked at the Earth as this living organism, and like you were flying into LA, and you're passing over these beautiful mountains, and you see the ocean ahead, it all looks natural and beautiful, but then you see LA. Well, what the fuck is that? That's a growth. That's cancer. It's big, and it's brown, and it stinks, and smoke's coming out of it, and it gets bigger every year. And it doesn't matter what you do, it's gonna keep going. You could knock it down with a fucking hurricane, it rebuilds. Light it on fire, it rebuilds. And I think if you were an intelligent life form from another planet and you were looking at the Earth, you wouldn't see individual people. You wouldn't see housekeepers and limo drivers and stand-up comedians. You wouldn't see that. You would see mold on a sandwich. I think if you look at us objectively and the way we're headed and the way we've always been, it doesn't matter how much access to information we have, it doesn't matter how much technological innovation we have, we're always going to destroy the earth.
Is it becoming clear now why we should try to figure out just exactly what it is we're doing? The fact is, we're running out of time, space, and resources. And we're at a crux that is the single most important decision humans have ever faced. Are we going to continue on this path in which fools are elevated to the position of heroic leaders and voracious consumption is celebrated a la Black Friday? Or are we going to turn over a new leaf and start re-examining our purpose as a species? My contention is that the role of human beings is to be the caretakers of Earth, not the parasitic relationship that we currently have. I'll go a step further and say that we were meant to increase our consciousness while decreasing our ecological impact and living in a balanced harmony with other humans and our animal friends and the Earth itself. Okay, the ball is in your court. Go forth, young brave souls. Please like and subscribe if you do in fact like the video, and please share. Thanks. Until next time. Peace out, brother. Peace out, trout, fish from a river or lake.